All I want to do is just make a change. I want to just prove them wrong and just say that I made it.
That's my main thing. I'm trying to graduate, get my life together so I can prove everybody that said I can't do it, prove all of them wrong. Because I had teachers look me in my eye and say I'm never going to be nothing. Had people that say I'm going to be a deadbeat dad. If I ever have kids, I'm going to be a deadbeat dad, never going to be nothing, live under the bridge. I want to prove all these people wrong. So, you know what? To everybody that said I'm not going to be nothing, just watch. Just watch me be.
I am half Lebanese. Usually there's two types of reactions. It's either, oh, that's so cool and exciting and different and exotic, or it's the, oh, you're Arab? And it's kind of like, yeah, and then that's when it kind of starts. And those people who take that route usually end up treating me differently and comparing me to, I'm very trapped in this center, like this awkward middle place where I'm either compared to other Arabs, and I get looked down on that because I'm not like I'm not religious, I'm not Muslim, I'm not Christian. Like people find the need to compare them to me, and I get looked down on that. But at the same time, I get looked down on because I'm not what people would consider white. Like I'm very cultural and stuff like that because half my family is. So I get trapped in that. I don't like that I have to be compared to anybody. I'm me, and I don't want to be put side by side by people, and I want to be myself. I don't think that I fit perfectly into either box, and that's difficult at times, but I kind of create my own box, and people take it or leave it.
Because I was trained I was taught properly by my parents how to act right, how to be respectful to authority figures, how to talk to people, misses, yes ma'ams, no ma'ams, all that. And I don't understand how I'm going to be looked differently just because when I haven't even said anything on my voice yet, and then you're already thinking that I'm going to be the troublemaker in your class, or I'm going to be the slacker in your class.
And what did you say? You said I wasn't going to be anything. Well, this year I'm proving her wrong. I'm tired of these stereotypes, and I'm tired of these people saying that I'm not going to amount to nothing. So this is going to be a wake-up call for these people who said I wasn't going to amount for nothing.
Whenever we say something, whenever we do something, it gets blasted up. Whenever there's a
We get labeled.
We get labeled. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. We get labeled based on the little things that we do versus other stuff that could be even similar or even better or greater than that. And like, I don't understand how we can't even. And it's 2015, you guys. Like, it's crazy.
Like if all of us were white, we'd be treated so differently.
Like, let's say right now, me and a white person, we both get caught smoking weed at the school. I guarantee you, he's gonna get like 30 days, and I'm gonna get 90 days. I'm like, it's just, it's little that people really don't think about. Or let's break it down even simpler than that. If me and a white person get into a fight, then when he come back to school before I do.
Yeah. People in general worry about skin color because society has kind of made us think that the lighter you look, the prettier you are, the lighter you look, the better you look.
Just because I'm Asian American doesn't mean I'm a math teacher.
In my personal life, I'm going to be somebody. I'm going to make something out of myself because we are going to be something.
Don't underestimate black people that's from Detroit because we're not all ghetto.
Because middle school, we didn't look at color. It was no color. Everybody's the same.
Yeah.
It could be African, Chinese, Japanese, Puerto Rican, Korean. It did not matter. Color did not matter. We was all one and the same. But we get to high school, stuff wanted to change.
That's true.
Oh man, you got you a black girl. Oh, you got your white. Man, that's irrelevant. I mean, it's stupid. I'm like, why can't we just all go to one school, all come for the one thing? We come for education to have fun. We're all so different, of course, though. Just because of the color of my skin, and when I walk down the hallway, I don't want you to be scared of me. People are like, I'm not scared of you. I don't want you to be scared of me.
Like, yeah.
There's no reason for you to be just because of the color of my skin. If that's the case, what should I be scared of you because of what you did to what my ancestors went through? No. Do I have white friends? Yes, I have white friends. Do I have white people that I trust? It's a few in between.
Yeah.
But am I still kind of skeptical sometimes because they try to say certain stuff here and there? Yeah, I'm skeptical.
We just all need to be treated equally.
Excuses don't get you nowhere.
Excuses don't get you
They don't get you nowhere. So like the more excuses you make, that's just putting your weakness on display. That when you give me an excuse, that lets me know just how weak-minded you really are. But look at yourself. Look at yourself. Just take 30 minutes, analyze yourself, and just kind of question yourself. What can I do to be better? What can I do to make sure that I'm getting to where I want to go? No, I will do this. I can, and I will, and I shall. And when I do it, whoever doubted me, guess what? You about to watch me do this.
I've been teaching at the park for 2 years, but I've taught all over the state of Michigan, and by far this is the most diverse student population that I've ever worked at. And so I just think as a park we need to embrace that and talk to one another about our differences and have open communication about that, because we can learn from one another, because we are all different from each other, and we do have a lot of different races and ethnicities at this school, and I think we need to embrace it.
We shouldn't view each other for what's on our heads. We should view each other for what's in our heads.
There are the bad seeds in every situation. Every situation. You can't look at one bad seed and then think the whole pot is spoiled. You can't do that.
I think that people are usually afraid of or uncomfortable with things that they're not familiar with, things that are different from themselves. And instead of deciding to make fun of people who are different than ourselves, because after all, everyone is different from us in some way, it's important to stop and ask questions and listen to these people so that you can understand where they're coming from, why they have their differences. You're different than them. They need to understand you. You need to understand them. And I think with understanding comes hope, and hope for peace and hope for friendship. And that's the most important thing. We need understanding in order to help make everyone be friends. Thank you.
All skin color, like, it feels the same. Like, there is no difference, I'm just a person. I'm not, like, defined by my skin color.
To be performing a spoken word titled Undefined. It is going to be about how race and color isn't all that defines us, because there's much more to us than that. Who am I? Sudan is my motherland. Saudi Arabia is where I lived on the other hand. I remember in the first grade I thought the world was perfect. I thought I would never be afraid of being me. One day I asked my classmate if I can sit next to her, and she responded with, "No, you're black." And I started a bit with an answer because I was so taken back. I didn't know why I was so hated, and I couldn't understand. And I still don't. Today, I walk and everyone talks. I walk and everyone stares, but why do they care? They'd ask me, "Why do you wear that on your head? Why can't you be like everyone else?" Instead, they'd look at me and think I'm oppressed. But let me ask you, isn't it real oppression to look like everyone else? You see, I am a scene which so many clues and unsolved mysteries lie. I am not a name or an age or a height. I am much more than that. I am still building myself. I'm a puzzle piece searching for the rest. I am like that question with no specific answer on a test. I am like the slope of a vertical line, undefined. I am a long road in which there is no end. I am a boat in the middle of the ocean, not knowing which way the storm is coming from. I am a book that is being written. I'm a work in process. I'm an art piece that isn't yet finished. I am a pen writing my story, and one day my ink will run dry. I am the difference between a period and a question mark. I am the empty space in between the lines. I am a soul trapped in these exterior lies. I am not the melanin in my skin. I am what's underneath. I am not where I'm from. I am where I'm going. So I refuse to be defined by the marks on paper and classifications created by mankind. Have they forgotten that I put the I in identified? You see, I wish my skin color didn't define if I'm a Trayvon or a Zimmerman. I wish the scarf on my head didn't stereotype if I'm a devout Christian or a Taliban. I wish the world was simply blind. I wish we only heard the screams of the oppressed and the silent cries. So when will they realize that I am not a walking visual? I am a walking individual.